Even if you don't spend a ton of time on the internet, chances are you've heard about a doll named Annabelle or a doll named Robert before. Why? Well, because these two dolls are said to be amongst the most haunted toys in the entire world. Every day, people on YouTube come forward to discuss their collection of haunted objects, but dolls are by far the most terrifying. Today, we've compiled a list of the top 5 most haunted dolls that have been caught moving on their own. But be forewarned, these video clips are not for the faint of heart. Let's begin. Number 5. The Haunted Barbie. This video is of an unnamed young girl playing with 2 Barbie dolls in her room. The little girl seems to be play-acting a conversation between the 2 dolls in Spanish. After a few minutes of the back and forth dialogue, a male voice calls out to the little girl from another room in the house. Distracted, the little girl responds and then turns her attention back to her Barbies, but nothing can prepare her for what happens next. The Barbie in her left hand suddenly jerks its head to look at the girl. Terrified, the girl tosses the dolls away from her and flings herself back against her bed in an attempt to distance herself from the creepy doll. Number 4. The Dancing Doll. In spring of 2010, a couple began to suspect that their 100-year-old doll was somehow moving on its own. Determined to find out, they purchased a trap camera that was set to only begin filming whenever something moved in frame. The couple then placed the doll in front of the camera and left the house for several hours. When they reviewed the footage, they noticed that the doll slowly moved to the point where it may not have caught their attention had they been in the room with it. However, when the couple sped the footage up, they were horrified to see that the doll moved a ton, to the point where it seemed almost like the haunted doll was performing a creepy dance just for them. Number 3. The Doll Awakens. Cup stacking is a newly developed sport in which individuals build and break down pyramids made out of cups as quickly as they can. In this video, originally uploaded in 2011, a man is filming his daughter practicing cup stacking in their family room. As the girl begins, a small doll on the shelf behind her can be seen slowly rising up as if the doll wanted to watch her performance. No one in the family noticed until they reviewed the footage afterward. Since the eerie discovery, the family has placed the doll in a barn they own that is rarely used. Number 2. The Moving Composition Doll. Before plastic came into widespread commercial use, dolls were often made from wood and resin. These dolls, called composition dolls, are now considered antiques as they haven't been in production in the last 70 years or so. Around April of last year, a couple came across a pretty decrepit composition doll while visiting a flea market. Despite the doll's naturally eerie appearance, nothing seemed amiss. That is, until the couple placed the doll on an antique chaise they had in their home. Not long after, the couple started seeing the doll slowly raise and lower its right arm repeatedly. The couple are self-proclaimed skeptics, but the latest member of their household is quickly changing their minds. Number 1. The Walking Doll. Over the years, many YouTubers have uploaded videos of dolls seemingly moving their head and arms on their own, but none have moved quite like this doll can. Last year, a woman uploaded this video to Facebook claiming that the doll she owned can walk on its own. As she demonstrates for the camera, it's easy to see that the doll moves its legs and keeps pace with her. While some may argue that the doll's legs are loosened as to create the illusion of walking, this argument quickly loses validity when the woman picks the doll up and moves her to another location. The doll's legs stay firmly in place. After her demonstration, 2 men attempt to hold the doll's hand and coax her to walk with them, but the doll doesn't budge an inch.